There are moments that always warm your heart, reminding you of the goodness that still resides within people. An entire airport abruptly halted as passengers heard a startling sound. Initially dismissed, it soon brought tears to their eyes as they discovered the touching reason behind it. Surprised by the announcement, everyone at the Nashville International Airport turned around and watched as over 100 children and surviving spouses of fallen soldiers lined up to board an airplane provided by American Airlines. Jen Tringle pulled out her phone, eager to capture the moment. With Christmas just days away, she and everyone around her were deeply moved by the sight of these children and spouses who had sacrificed greatly for their country. Jen observed as passengers cheered enthusiastically, coming together to give the children a heartfelt send-off. However, just before the families could board the plane, the entire airport fell into a profound silence. Moments later, a poignant sound filled the air. December is the busiest month of the year. People are flying in and out of the state, excited to be reunited with their friends and loved ones as the holidays kick off in full gear. Jen Tringale, an international author and speaker, was one of those passengers arriving at the Nashville International Airport just in time for Christmas. As she made her way across the airport, weaving through hundreds of airport goers, an airline attendant made a surprising announcement. The Nashville International Airport was going to be hosting special guests that day. These were the children and surviving spouses of fallen service members. They were going on a 5-day, all-expense-paid trip to Disney World as part of the annual Snowball Express program, organized by the Gary Sinise Foundation and American Airlines. The foundation, created by Gary Sinise, focuses its efforts on serving veterans, first responders, and their families as a way to appreciate them for putting their lives on the line to protect the country. 13 American Airlines planes were provided to over 1,000 families across 80 cities around the world. The goal was to provide an unforgettable experience, filling their days with fun activities and entertainment, but also much-needed resources. For 5 days, these children would have access to educational scholarships, counseling, mentorship, and assistance for those with special needs. The holidays can be challenging, especially for families who have lost someone beloved in the military. The Snowball Express began in 2006 with a letter written by a soldier to his wife, asking for it only to be opened should he not return. As tragic fate would have it, the letter was opened. His wish was for his wife and kids to visit Disneyland. His wish came true and started something bigger. Every year, the children and surviving spouses of U.S. military heroes from all across the United States and abroad are brought together for a healing retreat in Disney World. After the announcement was made, passengers at the airport turned around and watched as the special guests walked by. Hundreds were departing from Nashville International Airport, accompanied by soldiers. Jen Tringle took out her phone and began to film. She was surprised at how everything came to a halt for that special moment. It was very rare to see an international airport come to a complete stop when just seconds ago, no one seemed to have time for anything else. The airline staff wanted to honor the children and create a memorable experience that they would never forget. They wanted to let the children know that they were not forgotten. The country remembers their sacrifice and that of their parents and honors them. The Star-Spangled Banner began to play. The anthem filled the entire airport, drowning out everything else. The soldiers saluted the families. The busy travelers stood quietly, with their hands on their chests, as they joined in on the special occasion. A sense of joy filled the room as they watched the family smile, knowing that there were hundreds of people supporting and cheering them on. The airport remained quiet until the anthem stopped. The passengers kept applauding the children as they boarded the plane, ready to take off. Humbled by what she saw, Jen shared the video on Facebook. She said, "At the Nashville airport, I walked out into the concourse to this scene. American Airlines was flying a plane full of children who had lost a parent in combat to Disney World on an all-expenses-paid trip, and they threw a party for them at the gate. But when they announced them over the loudspeaker and then lined up to board the plane, the whole airport literally stopped, singing the national anthem with military present in salute. Most every person standing around, myself included, was bawling at the sight of these kids and spouses who have paid so great a price for our country. To see all of this at Christmas time was so humbling. Seeing the general public in an airport stand still to honor these kids was simply beautiful. The video soon went viral, drawing the attention of millions around the world. Everyone had something to say about the special event. It was a beautiful moment to witness and one for such a worthy cause. It is always beautiful to remember and celebrate those who have paid the ultimate price for their country. It boosts the morale of soldiers still fighting on the front and inspires those who were left behind. For many of these families, this is the only holiday they take each year, giving them the space to heal and make fun memories. Comments started flooding in, praising Jen for capturing the moment and the passengers for putting everything aside to give the children an experience they wouldn't forget in a lifetime. Jennifer Hansen and her 8-year-old daughter were one of the families that participated in the Snowball Express. When she saw the video, she commented, "It was the first time since losing my husband that I went 5 days in a row without crying. Sure, there were a few moments of filling up with tears. However, those were tears of gratitude and pride." Jay Penix was another participant who went with her son. Seeing the video reminded her of the solidarity she felt at the airport and the sense of place being among other people who have been through the same thing. She said, "It's easier when you find people who have gone through the same thing. It's just important because of all the bonding that we get to do. He gets to find friends who are just like him, and I get to find ones that have lost just like me." Barely had the tears from the emotional trip dried up when Jen shared a photo of herself seeing off yet another Snowball Express flight the next day. Inspired by the attention the video received, Jen Tringale launched a line of sweatshirts, with all proceeds from sales donated to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Her goal was not only to contribute, but also to inspire others to support this wonderful foundation assisting remarkable families. The elaborate annual program continues to garner attention each year, with millions of people donating and volunteering to bring joy to thousands of families. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you like it. Please give us thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.